All right, man, look, first and foremost, bro, let me give a shout out to somebody, bro, or to some women. Fellas, let me tell you something. If she got plants in her crib, okay, that's the one you lock in with. Am I lying, Mark? If she growing plants in the crib, that's the one you lock in with. Number one, I ain't met a woman yet that got plants in her crib that don't got good coochie. You know what I'm saying? It's, hey, bro, them ones who grow them plants, Mark. And then, look, it mean they got patience. You know what I'm saying? Because they watch a plant grow from a seed to it bloom. That means you can put her through some shit. You know what I mean? She'll withstand some of the stuff that you're going to go through because sometimes that plant don't grow right, Mark. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give a shout out to all the ladies growing plants. You know what I mean? I love seeing them at Walmart and Sam's Club picking out their little flowers. You know what I mean? I may just go over there and be weird a little bit. You're like, hey, you know, I grow tulips. I don't grow no damn tulips. I'm a gangster. You know what I mean? Now, look, I got my dog in the building today. I just want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Look, yeah, Mark, don't say nothing because I'm tired of getting you in trouble, bro. You was going to say something filthy, my boy. Look, Mark, you ready? Esai, you ready? Homeboys in the back, y'all ready? All right, let's do it.
Ready.
Reem, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's do this. Welcome back to the I-70 Podcast. It is your boy, Jonathan Little, a.k.a. John. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, man. Tap into what I got going on. It's fight week. You know what I'm saying? I got my dog in the building. This is the first time I done had a fighter be able to, you know, grace the couch on fight week. You know what I mean? Got his hood on. He's prepped. That motherfucker was talking about he was going to run home after this. I was like, nah, bro, it's cool, bro. You ain't got to do all that. My dog is in the building. You know what I mean? Fight week. This Saturday, let me say it right.
Next week.
No. This drop on Monday.
Oh, yeah,
hey,
okay. Oh,
let me do my intro.
My bad.
I'm fucking with you. Fight week coming up June 21st, Saturday, Memorial Hall. You still got time to get your tickets. Hit him up personally in his DM on IG. You can get the tickets. None other. Karim Shakur is in the building. How you doing, brother?
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for sitting down with me. Now, look, like I was saying before, bro, fight week. You understand what I'm saying? It'll be one day when they get this.
Yeah.
How you feeling, bro, first and foremost?
Feeling good, bro. My weight's good.
Uh-huh.
Shit, usually I'm like, last fight, that was my first fight at 170.
Mm-hmm.
I was about like 20, 23 over. I'm only like 10 over now.
You was 23 over the week of the fight?
The week of the fight, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, that's the only thing. That's the one thing about fighting, bro. I'm just like, man, because the way y'all got to cut weight.
It's crazy.
I watched his ass have to cut weight, too, for his pro bout. Hey, man, y'all motherfucker. Hey, so you 10 pounds. You got 10 pounds to go. 10
pounds to lose, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying. I'm chilling right now.
And then, so where do you want to be at? When do you want to be at? You know, do you make sure you there by Friday, the day before? Well,
so we weigh in Friday at noon. So I'm gonna try to be like 3 to 5 over a day of, and then just cut that last 5 in a sauna probably, or just honestly run it off. That's what I'm used to, just running it off.
Hey, Esai, bro, do you have any cutting horror stories, bro? You know what I mean? Like that. Have you ever had a time in your, you know, undefeated career, by the way, you know what I mean, where you had to cut weight and it wasn't cutting, goddamn me, or you've always been able to make weight?
Yeah, no, it gets stagnant at times. Like you cutting and you'll lose like the first 7, and then you'll gain like 3, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? And that's when you get a little pissed. But I mean, it takes some time. It's not an overnight thing.
Yeah,
bro. Like my last fight, literally, bro, I was sitting at like 76 for like a day, bro, and I was in the sauna for about like 30, 40 minutes, and nothing was coming off. And I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
But then that's why, like, my head coach Trey Ogden, he was telling me, like, you got to water load and shit. That makes it come off even
What that
better.
mean for the motherfuckers at home that don't know what that mean?
I think you're drinking like a gallon. I just started learning about it. So you like drink like a gallon Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay.
I think you're drinking a gallon and a half or 2 gallons. And then like when you step on the scale, like the weight's like heavier, but it come off faster in the sauna. Like all that water just start pouring out. But like when you don't got no water in you, like it just tried to hold on. So that's why it wasn't coming off.
Mm-hmm. But now, look, bro. Let's talk about your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Saturday. Have you seen him before? Have you watched him fight before? I'm sure you have now, but have you come across his path before? What's his name?
Wyatt Gold. My teammate Bucky, he fought him. So like I've been working with Bucky a little bit. He been giving me some tips and stuff. But I never heard about him until coach sent me his name and was like, "You want to fight him?" Yeah. I was like, "Let's do it." But other than that, I never heard his name or none of that. For real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then from watching him, because I know you did your research, you know, you've been watching his fights. what are you impressed? Or you feel like it's gonna be, an easy one for you? Not underestimating him, but do you feel like you're gonna be able to handle him?
Yeah,
come fight night.
He just wild and
okay.
Yeah, he's not impressive at all.
Yeah.
Like
at all.
I'm not underestimating him.
Right.
But just like what I see looks are deceiving. But honestly, for real. Yeah.
And now you say, as of late, you've heard some rumbling going on in his camp.
Yeah, bro. Like his uncle, like
is that his trainer, his uncle?
I don't know who he is, bro.
Right.
Some weird dude, bro.
Yeah.
Went on my not even on my my Facebook because he's older.
That's how you know it was uncle.
Yeah, you know it was uncle. Yeah, it was on Facebook, bro.
Facebook
he couldn't even probably find the gram.
Yeah.
But it was some post I posted from my last fight.
Yeah.
And then he said, if I can remember exactly, he was like, boxer, you're not. Like you punch like a wimp. Some.
Oh, Unc said all that?
Unc said all this stuff, and I'm like, first of all, I never said I was a boxer, but okay.
Yeah.
Second of all, I was about to respond back.
Yeah.
And then my girl was like, nah, just don't say nothing, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, after the fight, I'm going to be looking for him, like, in the cage. I'm like, what your uncle say? Like, and then he was posting stuff like, I'm going to take this O from him. Like, I'm like, all right, bro, let's see about that.
Because what are you now? What
4-0 right now.
2-0.
Yeah, 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah, 4-0.
So you going for 5-0?
Going for 5-0. Yeah.
And what is he? Do you know his record?
I think he like 5-2, maybe something like that. Yeah, I know one of his losses was to my teammate Bucky.
Yeah.
And Bucky pieced that boy up. So.
Yeah. Now is his uncle doing majority of the talking? Like is Wyatt saying anything? Or is he
Wyatt doing like
talking?
little stuff, like liking my posts, unliking it, then liking it again.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it. I'm like, never follow, bro. I don't even know why he on my stuff. But let's see. And this was like one day I got off work. I just started seeing notifications. I don't even be on Facebook. I be on there because of my mom and all the fam and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm talking crazy. But I'm thinking like he probably drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Uncle at the crib having a good time.
Yeah, I'm like, you gonna get your nephew even messed up way more than I thought I was gonna do. Like,
yeah. Now, so let me ask you that, bro. When you fighting, what are you? Matter of fact, I'm gonna run down a series of questions that I always like to ask fighters. What is your thoughts, bro, as you walk into the ring, getting ready to fight? What's going on inside Reem head as you walk into the ring?
Bro, I just lock out and just be like murder.
So it's
murder, yeah.
See, bro, I see
bro.
Now somebody understand how I be feeling. You know what I mean? But go ahead, bro. My bad.
That's just murder, bro. Like straight up. Like I just feel like it's kill or be killed. Like because he's trying to do you in, so you got to do him in before he do you in.
So that walk down to the ring, bro, you just thinking, hey, bro, it's either me or him.
It's like, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking he gonna do me. I'm thinking I'm about to just do him.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, no, pause. Yeah,
I feel that. I heard that. Okay. Yeah.
But I'm about to just do Buddy bad. Like that's just how it be though. But like certain like my first fight, bro, I was nervous. But like I mean, you can ask the homies, bro. All we was doing was just boxing in the living room. Like we wasn't going to no gym or nothing.
Before your first fight.
First fight ever, yeah. Until I came to marathon and stuff. And then so we were just boxing in the living room. So then I was like, shit, do we even got enough training to be doing this shit?
I'm glad you went down that road, bro. So what made you want to fight, bro? Like growing up, matter of fact, let's get into some background info. Where you from, bro?
I'm from Marin City, California. And
from people who don't know where that's at, just give a general direction where it's at.
It's like right outside of San Francisco. Like you get off the Golden Gate Bridge. It's like an exit or two off the Golden Gate Bridge. And it's like a little smaller city. It's like pretty much an island for real.
Right. And I forgot to mention a former collegiate athlete. You know what I mean?
I wrestled at Missouri Valley and Santa Rosa, yeah.
So growing up, bro, were you always a fighter growing up, or was it just something that just came over time?
I mean, I feel like everybody in my city, bro, like if y'all had problems or something, everybody fought.
Yeah, you know, y'all California motherfuckers, y'all definitely, y'all take them fades and shit serious. Yeah, for sure that.
You see Eric the Plumber, he going crazy.
Oh, bro, y'all take fades way more serious than anybody else in the country, bro. That's a fact.
But my city, bro, everybody be fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if they got problems or something like that. But like, I wouldn't say I was always fighting, but I had fights growing up for sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And then as far as wrestling, when did you get into wrestling?
I started wrestling like young age. Like I would say my first match was probably like when I was like 12. But like really started taking it serious. It was probably like, I would say freshman year, but I didn't even make grades freshman year.
All right.
So then, cause I went to Thelma Pius High School.
Yeah.
And then,
shout out to everybody at high school who know my dog. You know what I'm saying?
And then, sophomore year is like when I started like, damn, I got to get my grades right to wrestle and like play sports and stuff. I played JV football with my homies and them. I just played because my homies played.
Right, I got you.
really was wrestling, And I just took off from there for real. But that's really when I took it serious and was like, I'm finna really do this and try to go to college for it and stuff.
Yeah.
And
then what inspired you to wrestle? And the only reason why I asked that, bro, because one thing about wrestling, I always feel like if black dudes, if we decided to wrestle, I think we would dominate. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
because
most definitely.
I just feel like, because we quick to play basketball and football, we don't want to do the wrestling shit.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if we wrestled, we would dominate, bro. What are your thoughts on that about black dudes getting into wrestling?
Bro, I feel like they would dominate.
Yeah.
Not even trying to make it sound like that. But it's just like, bro, it's just like the explosiveness, the quickness. And I feel like they like catch on to things real fast just because like they athletes. Not saying like other races aren't athletes, but it's just like.
But we athletic.
At least like a lot
areas.
of black people I seen starting off, like I didn't wrestle with kids in college that only wrestled like they junior and senior year of high school, and they was winning like conference titles and shit like that and making nationals, losing in blood round and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, bro, you only been wrestling for 3 years? I'm like, I've been wrestling for a minute, bro. Like, so.
See what I mean? And the only reason why I said that, y'all, is because like bro was alluding to, a lot of the black dudes I know that wrestle, they be raw as hell. You know what I mean? Like,
For no reason. Like,
they
I'm
just
like,
get
bro,
like,
why are you so raw?
why you
be
good?
smoking weed every day, like smoking cigarettes and blacks and still going crazy. I'm
Motherfuckers
like,
be going crazy. Like some of my homeboys, I know some real street niggas, bro, who wrestled, and them motherfuckers was good, bro. And I used to be stunned.
Especially, like in the loop, bro. Them boys be crazy. And I'm like,
hey,
bro.
man, look. That's just what we do, y'all. You know, we play sports, we gang bang, we entertain. That's what we do, baby. You know what I mean? It is. Mark, did you know St. Louis got the fourth most professional athletes per any city in the country, bro? You can look that up. You know what I mean? Per city, we got the fourth most professional athletes. That's what we do, bro.
No, we've talked about that. We've talked about that. We went down the list. We saw like the top 10 or something.
So that's for the KC folks. Yeah, I could never fuck with us.
Nah, even like a lot of them kids I know, especially from St. Louis and shit, like they be having some good kids, and I'm like, I talk to them like, how long you been wrestling for? This shit, like 2-3 years. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then now let me ask you a question, bro. And this is your personal preference, and I don't want nobody famous who on a major level or nothing like that. Who is the best wrestler that the public may not know, in your opinion? Like as far
in the
as
whole
you
entire
saw.
world?
No. Okay, let me ask that better. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
Who is the best wrestler you've seen personally, whether he was at the same wrestling meet with you, whether it be, districts, sectionals, whatever, that, that's not famous.
That's not famous.
That's not famous.
Okay.
And I know that's a tough one.
Best wrestler, like in any like NAI, D1, D2, that I've came across and met. Damn, that is a hard one.
You feel me? Who you watch? Who has Reem seen in the past that makes you
like
shake
really
your
cold,
head like, God
like,
damn, this motherfucker cold.
Hold on, give me a second. I gotta think about that.
Yeah, and if you need, give me 2, 3 if you need to.
Best, yeah, I can narrow it down to 3. That's since I came to the Midwest.
There you go.
And they gotta be black or just,
no, hell no.
Okay,
goddamn, this is a show for everybody. Goddamn me. I
just asked it because we was talking about black kids wrestling. I would say one that really impressed me was this kid named Sincere, bro. I wrestled with him and he went to CMU. But he won a conference title and shit like that. And just for how long he'd been wrestling, bro. Right. He's only been wrestling for like 3-4 years.
That motherfucker was good as hell.
Yeah, he was pretty good, bro. For where he started at, for real. I'll say him. I for sure got to go with my boy Josh. He a 3-time All-American from our school at Missouri Valley.
Bro?
No. He a big heavyweight.
Okay, got you.
Josh. And then I would say my top one that was really cold that I came across since I've been out here in the Midwest would really be the homie Elias. Elias Valufia. He from Independence and shit like that. But Elias was just cold, like. And he wasn't even like, he didn't even do shit that was like tricky and shit. He just stuck to the basics, but he just always find a way to win, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Them are the most frustrating athletes, bro. The motherfuckers who just fundamentally sound, they don't do the extra shit, but they just whoop your ass.
He'll lose some matches from some dumb shit like here and there, but like really, because that's the one when I first got to Missouri Valley. It was like, oh, Elias this, Elias that. And also, by the way, Elias almost made the Olympics for American Samoa. Yeah, so
man, shout out to you, boy.
Yeah, shout out to that boy Elias.
God damn.
But yeah, he
y'all know almost made the Olympics too for pimping.
But he was like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Like I already looked up to him when I first got to Missouri Valley. I'm like, damn. Everybody's like, coach, like, why everybody can't be like Eli? I'm like, Damn, like Eli,
hey,
they act like Eli was a god.
Yeah, right.
Like,
And I hate when motherfuckers do that at jobs. Like it'd be why you can't fuck that coworker? Goddamn it, they don't even work here no more. Goddamn it,
yeah, why you can't be like Eli? Eat your cereal like Eli. Like damn.
See, I'm
over exaggerating, but
yeah.
That's how coach was on that. But like, Eli was like that for sure.
Okay, now, bro. So you in college, you're wrestling. What make you? You say you and the homies was in the gym. Y'all just boxing in y'all apartment.
Yeah.
Before your first bout, what made you want to get into mixed martial arts stuff? Coming from wrestling, what made you want to do mixed martial arts?
First, my uncle, bro, he used to watch. So my uncle, he one of them old heads that be like, he'll watch like Buckley or somebody and be like, I could get on that young nigga.
Yeah.
So
I'm the same way.
Yeah, that's how he be, bro.
I'm the same way.
Like, I swear, bro, like, he'll be watching John Jones, comes out. Like, he told me and the homie the other day, he was like, man, comes out. He's like, I get on him. And I'm like, bro, stop.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah,
but you know how uncles be,
chill,
bro.
But yeah. But I believe it was like,
okay.
I like, bro, stop. Bro, like, chill. But like him and his homie Juliana is always watching UFC and shit. And for the longest, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fight when I get over there and all that shit. But then my uncle would be like, man, just finish school, like wrestle, see how you feel and stuff. And then after I got done with school, bro, I was seeing like all this shit out here because I'm not even from here. I'm from Orange City, you know. So I was seeing like FAC, Synergy, and all this shit. And I'm looking these boys up on YouTube and shit. And I'm like, bro, these kids are not that good, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I definitely can do this. So after I graduated, I just got done. And I'm like, bruh, I'm about to try this shit. And I hit up actually, my homie mom, she hit me up and was like, FAC's looking for somebody to fight at 185. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to fight 170, but I'll do 185, bro. And then they hit me and was like, they was like, man, we got to fight for you, some kid named Jake Evinger. So I look at him. I just look at his, like, you know what I'm saying, like his appearance. I'm like, damn, he looked pretty big, good. And I seen this fight. And me and the homies was watching it. And he finished, bro, like I think in the first or the second. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And then as time got closer, I started getting a little nervous. So I hit the promoter. And I'm like, bro, I ain't been training in no gym. Yeah. And like, because I was training at the body shop with Darren for a little bit, but stuff was happening like, and I would just go over there like once or twice every other week. Yeah. And I didn't have no car or nothing at the time. And then, so I was like, I hit him up and I was like, man, I don't know if I should take this fight. Like, I ain't been training. Yeah. So they was like, man, like it's getting close to that time. You already told us, like that just look like a bad look for your name. So I was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, bro. And then so we end up going to the fight. I take the fight, and then I beat bro like unanimous decision and broke his jaw in half. And I'm like, damn.
This is your first bout?
This is my first fight ever.
That's on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I broke his jaw in half, and I'm like, I respect him too because he fought the rest of the fight. I think I broke him like the second. Yeah. And he still fought all the way through. But then ever since then, I just had like overconfident in myself. I'm like, man, I'm breaking people's jaw. I could go crazy. Yeah, man. And then so that's what from then I was like, yeah, I'm sticking on. And then I joined Marathon. They had me on back to back to back. Yeah. Like they had me fight like, and I was like, damn, this shit racking up.
And what is it like over that Marathon, bro? Because I mean, you know, I hear so much great things about the gym, and then now I'm hearing you say great things about the gym. What is life like over there at Marathon Gym?
Bro, it's just like, bro, Coach Trey held everybody accountable, bro. Like even when I'm coming in late, he'd be like, Patrick Mahomes, you think Patrick Mahomes late? Or like if I leave my gloves or something, you think Patrick Mahomes left his helmet? And I'm like, no.
Hey, what if Patrick Mahomes really left his helmet one time, bro? Somebody went and got it, my nigga. Like I get what Coach saying, but damn, Coach, like if he did left the, leave the helmet, they got 10 of them in the back. You know what I mean?
Nah, he just be trying to hold us accountable. But it's like hella bodies in there, and a lot of those dudes are in the UFC, like Trey Ogden's in the UFC, and like Miles and everybody. So like you just get good work every day, bro. And I feel like everybody in there too hold each other accountable. And they just like push each other, and it's just like a good culture. Yeah. Like if someone posts a video or something on Instagram, everybody else reposting it. Yeah. And he just built a good culture. And I've only been there for about like 7 months, 8 months. Yeah. So, but I like it, bro. I'm here to stay.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, goddamn it. Now, do you get nervous before the fight?
Yeah, I always do get nervous.
You always get nervous?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like if anybody said they don't get nervous, they're lying. Or they're a psychopath. Yeah. Like, because like everybody get nervous. I don't care if you biggest and the baddest, you get nervous.
I feel it, bro. I'd say the same thing.
I think it could be two ways. You could be nervous that you just don't want to lose, or you could just be nervous because you're scared to fight. Yeah. And I'm not nervous because I'm scared to fight. I'm just nervous because, like, I don't know what the outcome going to be. Yeah. Like, I could think and try to manifest the outcome, but, like, nobody know the outcome but God. So I'm like, shit. Yeah.
But, did you get nervous before your bouts, bro?
Back in the day, yeah, but for the last one, no.
So you weren't nervous at all?
He's a psychopath.
I could have told you that. I could have told you that shit.
No, and it wasn't even like, for me, it was more of like a surreal moment because I always wanted to go and make that pro leap.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know about how long you've been in the fight game, but like, for me, I've been around it for like 20 years. And like in between those years, even though I haven't fought in 10 years, I was still like getting in and sparring every once in a while. And like, it's just, it came so natural that I was more excited for the experience rather than nervous about the fight.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Bro, I really just started fighting, bro, like 8-9 months ago. Like, I just started throwing hands, like learning how to throw hands. Like, you know, like you got like nigga hands where you just like throw them, but like,
I just started training, right, and like,
that's
be knocking niggas out with overhand right. For sure.
Yeah, I just
let me not get that to your opponent. You know, what I mean, he might try to use
that. Nah, he can't have whatever, bro.
Okay,
I'm not.
We coming for your ass, and I'm gonna be there too. So, if you, hey, bro,
hey, I'm on
I'm
gas
in the building.
too.
I got my ticket in my pocket. What you talking about?
Yeah,
bro, to bless me with the ticket. I'm in the building,
bro. He can have everything, bro. Like I said, I feel like my wrestling's so good, bro.
Yeah,
I tell him like I'm about to just wrestle y'all fight, and he couldn't stop it.
Yeah,
like straight up.
So now let me ask you this, bro. Do you feel like wrestling has taken over UFC? Because the UFC we grew up on, Iceman, Rampage, they whooping ass.
Yeah.
Has, because of the the all-time great Coby, dominated the way he did. Has wrestling taken over the UFC?
I would say grappling. I don't want to say wrestling.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I feel like that's disrespectful to jiu-jitsu.
Yes, sir.
And I've been doing jiu-jitsu lately, bro. And bro, I go in there and I'm like, man, I'm about to just wrestle everybody up. I'm like, man, it's really not that easy.
Okay.
Like, I mean, some kids say that, like, it's that easy to wrestle people up, but I feel like they just hating on jiu-jitsu and shit like that. But, like, man, jiu-jitsu tough, bro. Like, because I feel like you could over-wrestle and get in bad positions and get, like, submitted or, like, give up something to a jiu-jitsu person.
Yeah.
So I feel like you got to work, like, even Coach Trey Ogden said that, you got to work all three. You got to work striking, jiu-jitsu, and wrestling. Like, because, like, you can be like a hella good wrestler. Like, you see what happened to Bo Nickel. Even though he got knocked out, I mean, the knee, but he really couldn't, like, wrestle fuck that dude how everybody thought he was going to do. And then everybody like, oh, man, like, nah, bro. He just, you gotta work all three of them shits for real.
Yeah, man, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, bro. And this is, and I will say this, bro. I'm a casual UFC fan. You know what I mean? My favorite, I like fighters who stand up and strike. You know what I mean? But I understand the grappling part of it, but I'm gonna say something that may not be, appreciated. I personally don't want to watch the UFC if all the motherfucker doing is grappling. Like that's just me keeping it real. No different than like with boxing. People feel like boxers run too much and they just want to collect points. That there's no knockouts. I'm the same way with UFC because I'm a casual fan. I want to see some ass whooping. I don't want to see you tackling this motherfucker the whole time. You know what I mean?
I feel like you just got to make the grappling exciting. Like,
okay, I like that.
Like
Slam a nigga.
Yeah, you can probably get a throw in there if you need to, or like some mat returns, and sometimes you just can't get excited, and like you just got to get the dub. But like,
at the end of the day, win, y'all.
I feel like something like Marab. You know Marab?
Nuh-uh.
He just fought Sean O'Malley.
Oh, that's the one who just beat Sean O'Malley.
His grappling is good, but he make it hella exciting. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like everybody be like, all right, they know he gonna grapple, but they know it's gonna be some crazy fast paced cardio shit like, with him. So like, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying too. Even in my head too, I'm like, man, I don't really want to wrestle with him, but like when I get clipped one hard good time, like I gotta wrestle with him. But like,
now I will say if you gon' but here's another thing though with UFC. You can grapple though, but then it's the ground and pound. So
ground and pound too, yeah. That's what my coach Graham be like. Yeah, Reem, he was like, you don't gotta knock everybody out from the feet and try to throw them hard blows. You could ground and pound and get a finish down there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, light bulb. And I'm not thinking like that.
And them the motherfuckers, look, John's like can fight his ass off. The one thing I don't want to run into is you UFC niggas, bro. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Because here's the thing, Mark. I'm not thinking about the things that they thinking about, bro. Right? I'm walking up to them, about to go from the shoulders. Like, we finna just throw hands.
Throw them hands.
No, these motherfuckers are thinking about kicks, goddamn me, grappling, slamming me. I'm not thinking about none of that, bro. So the moment motherfucker feet come out, it's over with for me. I ain't.
The kicks is crazy too.
I may just pull the cooker out at that point, Mark. Like, hey, hold on, get up off me, man. You ain't finna be kicking me.
Bring that switch.
Over kick. See, that's that young nigga shit. You know what I mean? That's that young nigga shit. No switchies, bro. Glock, I know. Look, I know they done sued Glock at this point, bro, because the switch epidemic is wild. Okay.
Yeah.
So, bro, what do you listen to though? What's in Reem headphones?
Oh,
fight night.
Shit.
Yeah, what is in your head? Because you already said you think about murder, kill before the fight. So clearly listen to some Young Boy, some shit.
No, I don't listen to Young Boy, not gonna lie. I be listening to, I don't know if nobody know Cowboy. Cowboy, he like sing
You
rap.
do listen to a lot of Cowboy,
he got some hard shit. But that just like towards like right when it's about to be like go out there time. But I don't know, like Kai Benji, he from Oakland.
Yeah.
And I listen to a lot of my homies, like my homie Burke.
I heard that.
And then
shout them niggas out.
Yeah,
fuck you mean,
Bert, Damo, my Cuzzo Bees and all them. I listen to their music and shit a lot too.
Yeah.
But I really I don't got a variety of music, bro. I just listen to the same shit over and over.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. Some people say that's weird or boring and shit, but I'm like,
that's why people don't ride in the car with me, bro.
Shit, yeah, bro.
Because I'm gonna listen to what I want to listen to, bro. You could walk. Fuck you talking about, Mark. You know,
straight
you know what I mean? Motherfucker gonna get in the car and tell me how to ride. Goddamn, you could walk. You know what I mean? You don't need to be in my car. No way. It's cool because I'm gonna give you, as soon as they come out, I'm gonna give me a one door. You ain't never seen that before, Mark.
But I really listen to the homies back home, bro. I really listen to the homies back home. And then like industry stuff.
Yeah.
It's not even really industry stuff. It's just like rappers that's like coming up right now that's trying to make it up. Like I listen to a lot of J-Bo too. Mm-hmm. But shit.
Hey, J-Bo, ain't that nigga locked up?
He is locked up, bro.
Hey, man, free that nigga J-Bo, bro. If he's innocent. I mean, like, you know what? Oh, thank you, Mark. Look, I always look at Mark for correction.
Yeah.
If he's innocent, Mark, because look, you can't be just saying free everybody. Some motherfuckers deserve to be where they at, goddamn me. Fuck that.
Yeah, J-Bo, you listen to J-Bo, that make you turn to a demon for him. I'm like, damn.
And then, let me ask you this, bro. As far as support go, when you're in a fight game, does that matter to y'all at all as fighters? Do it matter when you got a fight coming up and, you know, friends, family not, you know, sharing the fly or, you know, coming? Granted, I know you far away from home, but as a fighter, do y'all feel the need to be supported by friends and family at all?
I don't know about everybody else. I like it, but I don't really need it, I would say, because, like, I'm not really doing it for, like, everybody else to, like to get fame off it. I'm trying to do it to like get somewhere.
Yes, sir.
But I appreciate when everybody do it. It make me feel like, damn, everybody fuck with me. Like everybody back home always post a flyer and like they be asking me like when the fight is and send the link and all that. And like I want to say my first fight they all watched it and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I like the support personally just because it's like you feel like you got somebody to show out for like when it's there. And like that's why I want to fight close to home soon, hopefully, if I can get something like that.
I know that's right, bro.
Yeah, because then, it's going to be crazy. But I think everybody need a support system. But, like, I feel like some fighters don't have a support system, and they feel like lost, bro. Because, like, honestly, I feel like fighting, bro, really is like if you don't got nobody, it's not like why are you doing it, but it's just more of like you just in your own head, especially them last couple of days when you cutting away. You just feel like you're going crazy, and you feel like, believe it or not, like it's mentally draining, bro. Like,
because you basically fasting every day.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? You starving yourself every day.
You still got to live your everyday life, and like starting out, bro, it's not a lot of money in that shit, bro. So like, you only really got money when you getting big and all that shit. So I feel like if they don't got a support system, no sponsors, no nothing, it just like they really fending for themselves. Yeah.
So what keep you going, Darren? Like you just said, though, majority of y'all who fight, even in the UFC, y'all have to have jobs and get other income.
Yeah.
What keep you going through all that, bro? Because it's tough. Because I mean, you got to pay for membership with your bills, that you live with, your rent, car note, all that, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you keep pushing through when all that's going on?
I just think about like shit where it's gonna take me in the long run. Because like, for example, like everybody got problems and stuff like that. So
everybody
I just be
got
like,
them.
man, I'm doing this for my fam, my little sisters, and all. I got hella little sisters, and my little brother. So like that's what I think about. I'm like, shit, one day this shit gonna pay off. So I'm like, even them days that's hard, I'm like, it's gonna pay off at the end of the day. So that's really what I do it for and all that shit. But I know a lot of people. I feel like a lot of fighters just go in there for the fame and just be like, man, I want girls, fast cars, and shit like that. But like, that's not what I'm in it for. And a lot of people I know are not in it for that. They got something to prove to themselves, to the people, to their fam. So that's really what I'm in it for.
And let me ask you this, bro. Do you feel like majority of y'all motherfuckers are a little off in the mixed martial art game? You know what I mean? You gotta be a little.
I feel like you gotta be a little wired, a little crashed out to like do that shit. Like, cause like nobody really just want to be getting punched and kicked in the head. Like there is a chance you can get knocked out cold. Like that's what my uncle be telling me. He was like, bro, you know there is a chance. Like he's like, not saying that's gonna happen to you, but there's a chance you could be unconscious. And I'm like, now I think of it, you got to be a little bit crazy to do that shit, bro. Cause
you ever been knocked down or knocked out?
No.
Never been clipped, knocked down?
I knocked myself out on a skateboard.
I knocked myself out on the football field, so I know that.
I've never been. Actually, my second fight, this dude Michael Newhouse, he like rocked me and dropped. But if you watch it, I got back up hella quick. But I was rocked for sure. But
you said you've been knocked down and knocked out. That's because they ain't fought me yet. You know what I mean? I'm whooping ass.
Yeah, but like actually like cracked and like boom and like days and shit.
Esai, bro, hold on, Ray. Don't. You know how I get, bro. You know, I'm gonna stop trying my dog Esai because one of these days, bro, my dog will be like, well, come on then, John, and then it's gonna be World War III in that motherfucker. No, but you know, that's my sensei right there. You know, I never try. You know what I mean? You know, it's like when Bruce Lee. You never saw Bruce Lee go fight. You know, the guy who trained him. You know what I mean? You never saw that. And Chris Tucker did try to fight Jackie Chan though in the rush hours. What, bro? You know you my dog. I always give you praise.
Oh no, he trained Chuck Norris, huh?
Who that?
Bruce Lee.
I have no idea. What? He did. Well, nah, the black Chuck Norris. Me, the one from the ghetto. I'm who he trained. You know what I'm saying? Look, you don't know the monster you created, bro. Then I had Big Glenn in here last week, and he told me his first pro bout wasn't until 30. So now I'm really inspired.
30 years old?
Yeah, that's when he did his first pro bout. I finally watched the episode. First of all, Glenn is a massive human being, bro. The way he hit that gentleman, bro, that was, bro, that shit was wild. Anyway, so look, bro, fight coming up, right? What is fight week like for you? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do during fight week to keep your edge, to keep you mentally prepared, to keep you sharp? What do you do during fight week?
I really just, like, for example, like, fight week, I don't even really go into the gym like that. I may go like 1 or 2 days out of the week and just get like some light flow, drilling and shit. Yeah. But I really just try to keep everything chill and just make sure the weight's off. Yeah. So I can make weight and everything. And
because all the training should be done by this point.
Yeah. You're not going to get no like crazy combos on our shit in the past last week. Like if you do like some flying knee shit. Hell no. Like, so I just try to keep it chill. Yeah. I try to keep everything light. Like, even if I'm running to get some weight off, I just put it probably, like, the treadmill on, like, 5 speed. Yeah. And just go for about a cool 30, 40 minutes. I'm done with the sprints and all that shit. Just keep everything mellow, bro, so I don't get hurt or none of that stuff.
Because it's like, I mean, your advice to anybody who just getting in the game, you wouldn't be trying to add no damn new moves the week of the fight.
Yeah, hell no. At least I wouldn't.
Motherfucker trying a new combo on Monday.
You try that shit, you get dropped. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, but nah, that's not me, bro. I'm gonna stick to the basics, stick to what I've been working on, and keep it pushing for real.
And then in the corner, and I've asked Esai this before. Y'all usually got like 2 or 3 people talking to you. Yeah. What are you listening to? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I watch fighters sitting on their stool, and y'all look zoned in. Y'all don't look like y'all even listening to what's being said. Take us inside the corner, for a fighter. Who are you listening to during the break?
We were just talking about that yesterday, me and Coach Graham, bro. Because, like, my last fight, bro, Coach Graham and Trey Ogden was like, Reem, no more kicks. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I got you. And I kept kicking. Yeah. And then, I ended up actually fucking up my foot, bro. And we were talking about that yesterday. And then some kid was like, because he about to fight on the same card with me. It's his first fight. And he was like, do you hear? I'm like, oh, I hear everything they saying. Yeah. But, like, I feel like sometimes it just feel like sometimes coaches say do something, but then you'll want to do it, but then you don't feel it in there. Okay. And then he explained that, too, like how he could say something, but like it's really the fighter's feel. So like, but like I could hear everything they saying. Yeah. And I think I was used to that because wrestling, because you were in the headgear and they in a corner, and then like some kids be like, oh, I can't hear nothing you're saying. Like I try to listen. Like sometimes even with the headgear on, like in a match or something, if they saying something, I'll be like, huh? Yeah. I get closer or something, like especially in between periods and shit like that.
But you wouldn't recommend trying to listen too much. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to put it that way. Because I put it this way. Like you said, you in there. You know what you feel. You know what you know what I mean? But it's their job to be your coach. You can hear them, but like you said, you still might do what you feel.
Yeah, you got to multitask.
Gotcha.
Because like you don't want to look over there and shit. Like I had a bad habit to do it. I did that my last fight. He was like, nah, don't look at me. Like just listen. Yeah. I'm like, all right, yeah, bet.
It's a lot going on.
You gotta multitask for real and like just. I mean, I feel like every fighter does shit different. Like, I've seen fights, at least just from the outside looking in, like being in the crowd, and I hear the coach saying something, I'm like, this kid's not listening for shit. Like, but I don't know. I feel like everybody just do it a different way. But me, I try to listen. Yeah. Sometimes if it's like a fighter's feel, I be like, I can't do that, what he's saying right now.
Yeah, no, that ain't it.
Nah, that's not gonna work. I feel like I'm about to get rocked. Right?
Esai, do you listen to the motherfuckers in the corner? Because I mean, with boxers, it's 3 motherfuckers yelling at you. You got the cut man saying wild shit. You know
so
what I mean?
in our gym, it's always you lock in on the coach that goes in the ring with you.
Okay, got you.
So like you'll hear their voice aside from everybody else's. And to like his point, like in the fight, it kind of gets drowned out a little bit.
Okay,
you know,
all right.
But you kind of got to train yourself to lock in on that one voice.
Yeah.
Because
I'm telling you, man, when I watch, especially boxing matches, bro, I'm like, there's no way they listen to all these three people, bro. The cut man putting grease on you, talking shit too. You got to duck me, you know what I mean? You like, hold on, my nigga. Then the coach, and then, have you ever seen two trainers disagree in the corner?
I've never seen that personally.
Okay, all right. I just want to know if that would be going on. Like, do motherfuckers be getting into it? Like, shut up while I'm talking, you know what I mean? Okay, all right.
Yeah, but I will say so.
No. There has been times where you see the coaches going back and forth. But like that's like rare. It's not happening all the time.
Yeah. That's real.
But I will say some coaches are louder than others.
Okay.
Like at least my coaches they be screaming. I'm like, damn. I hear them for sure, but then I hear some coaches. I'm like, damn. I don't think bro can hear you for real.
Yeah. And then, bro, when you in there right before the bout start, I know you said you already thinking kill, but like when you standing in front of them, what's going through your mind at that moment? You know what I mean? Take us inside of a fighter's head. When referee talking to y'all, giving y'all the rules, what is going on in your brain? Are you looking at him in the eyes, bro? Like, what's going on right before the fight?
Honestly, like, I'd be like, damn, this shit's real, actually.
Yeah,
like,
man.
It feel like it's so quick. Like, I was just like, damn, like, I was just at the crib, like, 3-4 hours ago. Like, now I'm right here in front of this nigga, and we finna get it on. But but I'm still like, bro, like, it's like that. But, like, I'd be like, damn, it's hella shit going on, bro.
I bet.
Like, you like, bro, it's
you got
so
the
much.
fans.
Yeah, you hear everybody
you know what I mean?
screaming and shit, and I'm like, boy, like, this shit active right now. But like,
Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, it just really like hella shit going on through your mind at once.
Yeah. So, because for me, I always ask y'all fighters, the ones that I've, been privy to talk to, I always ask y'all about being nervous, and I always take it to me, just with street fights, bro, because I get nervous, but it's not the nerves it's not nervousness. For me, it's like an adrenaline rush. And my point is, that's why I always swing first, because I get that weird feeling, and I got to get it off me, bro. Like, I don't like that feeling, bro. I don't like feeling nervous. I don't like feeling anxiety, so I swing. Once I clip your motherfucking chin, I feel better. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, now we can get going. You know what I mean? So, nigga like me, I don't get nervous, man. I be ready for the phone, goddamn. That's why I wish I did this shit earlier in life, bro. I wish I would have fought back in my 20s, but I be a bad motherfucker, bro.
You still got time, though, bro.
I do, bro, but you know what? You know what I mean? Man, I hear that. Look, one of these days, bro, I may just pop up in the motherfucking ring, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I got to find me a good trainer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's trash ass. You know what I mean? He got business to take care of, bro. Look, get you a trainer that's really a trainer. Don't get you a CEO plan trainer. You know what I mean? Don't do that, bro, because then you're not going to get the right, you know what I mean, training regimen and all that. We got to get in shape, baby.
Nah, but like I'm like Miyagi though, you know,
okay,
it's training even when we're not training.
Yeah, that's real.
Everything is training.
Now, let me ask you this, bro, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Does mixed martial arts, do y'all live by that same rule of no sex before the fight? Or is that just a boxer thing?
Yeah, I don't go by that, but
okay, I'm just checking.
I don't know. I ain't never heard nobody say that for real in MMA.
Okay, see, that's why
I know kids that be smoking, drinking, doing all that shit before they fight and shit.
I think John Jones was doing cocaine.
I'm like, yeah, that boy crazy. But I know some kids.
He said that. I didn't say it.
Yeah, I know some kids that be going stupid.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, ain't you fighting next week and shit? And this is before I was even fighting and shit. Like, I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, I guess that's how you do it. But I know boxers, I think, live by that code a little more.
No, for sure. It's like, is it tradition or is that myth been debunked by at this point? It's 2025. You know what I mean? They said that shit at Rocky back in the day.
Nah, I think there has to be a little bit of truth to it, just because it's like a testosterone buildup.
For sure.
You know? And then like you get to take all that aggression out on your opponent.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not as big a deal as they make it seem, for sure.
Okay, because see, for me, I think the energy part, I believe that 100%. Like if you ain't been buzzing nuts, but I do feel like you have more energy. You know what I mean? That's just natural. What you think, Mark? You're a wild boy. You know what I mean? Do you feel like non-sex before a fight is necessary?
I don't know. Maybe it just gets you in a better headspace, depending. Like, if you single and you just fucking, that probably fuck me up. But if I have my girl, then I'd probably be all right. So I'm kind of just stress reliever. But I mean, kind of just depends.
This is what I think, Mark. I truly believe it's like that in boxing to make you frustrated and angry come fight time. You pent up all this aggression, like Esai was just saying. You got all this pent up aggression. You ain't been able to let it out in a month. Goddamn me. You see your opponent, all you want to do is whoop his ass.
Yeah,
and then get you something.
It's actually frustrated, man. It's scary.
Hey, bruh, can you imagine if we ain't got no,
bruh.
I be at work with motherfuckers who ain't got no coochie. Like, yeah, you didn't get no coochie this morning.
You mad for real.
You definitely didn't get no coochie last night.
Yeah,
bro.
that shit's scary now that I think about it.
Yeah, bro. Man, shout out to the old boxing coach still keeping it alive. But Bud say he just lay on his back. That's how he do it. Like, he just don't. He don't throw.
He don't get
Bud
active
Crawford.
in
He
there.
say he just lay on his back and let her, do his thing. And that's why I'm
that shit crazy.
Thing.
That shit crazy.
Man, look, shout out to all the fighters though who is
really doing that for real.
Yeah, for sure. That. Now look, let me ask you this, bro. Mount Rushmore, UFC all time. You are a UFC fan. You gonna be there in a second. Who is your top 4 UFC fighters all time? And I was being nice, bro, because I could have said, give me one. So we're going to do 4.
Top four of all time?
Of all time.
And this is just my preference?
Mm-hmm. Let's do both. Politically correct and your personal.
Politically correct and personal.
So, what would, obviously politically correct. What's the politically correct answer? And then you can give your personal favorites.
Okay. I'll say, so politically correct, I would say Islam Makhachev.
Mm-hmm.
Ilya Taporia.
Okay.
Oh, my fact. John Jones is after.
Because, I'm
tripping.
If John Jones wasn't in there. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Islam Makhachev, John Jones, Ilya Taporia, then DC.
Daniel Cormier?
Yeah, I put DC there, bro, because
Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, because he got the belt because John Jones wasn't. I mean, it's because he wasn't living right.
But that ain't got nothing to do with DC.
That don't got nothing to do with But he didn't beat him to get that belt that first time, so that just don't count to me. Yeah, and everybody say, but I don't really care what everybody say.
Now give me your personal then. Your personal Mount Rushmore.
I'll say
who Reem like to watch.
I'll say Trey Ogden, Miles Chapo John, Buckley, and Garrett Armfield.
Buckley got fight Usman in a minute, don't he?
Yeah,
man. Yeah. What you think about that, bro? Who you got? You got your boy?
Buckley KO. Yeah, I got Buckley KO.
Word.
I need my parlay to hit.
You need your parlay to
I need my parlay to hit. I need Buckley to KO him for real.
And then, man, that's amazing, bro. The fact that he fighting Usman, bro. Because, I remember Usman was on top of the world just not too long ago.
I'm telling you, when this come out on Monday, remember I said that, everybody going to be like, damn, he was right.
Now, when do they fight?
They fight tonight.
Oh, that's tonight?
What's today? Today's Saturday?
Today's Saturday?
Yeah, they fight tonight.
Word.
Yeah, they fight tonight.
Pay-per-view. What fight at?
I don't think it may be pay-per-view. I don't know. I think it's in Atlanta.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. It's not, I don't think it is in Atlanta. Yeah.
Man, shout out to Buckley, man. Go on get that motherfucker W, bro.
Go crazy. Yeah.
Hey, man, because the
homie Darren just set it up, bro. Because we just trained with him about 3 weeks ago, bro. Yeah.
So how is it, bro? You as an amateur, does it give you confidence knowing that you've trained with professional fighters?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, just talk about that confidence that gives you.
Most definitely. It just makes me feel like especially if I land a takedown on somebody or land a couple punches, I'd be like, oh yeah, I could definitely get on these boys for sure. Yeah, and I plan to go pro like real soon. So whatever Coach Trey say when I talk to him about it, but I want to go pro in December. Maybe he say that too early, December, October. Yeah, but it really just go off my performance, I feel like, or how much I'm working and stuff. But it make me feel like if I'm going with a pro, like a high level pro, and he's not taking it easy on me and I'm landing takedowns and shots and shit like that, I'm like, if I'm landing this on him, I could definitely do it to this kid I'm about to fight next week.
Yeah, facts.
Already with the confidence that I have. So it just makes me feel better. But then when I'm getting whooped on by the pros, I'm like, oh yeah, that's that work. So it really don't downgrade me either way. It just make me go up.
So you like you just said, you getting good work from a pro, them whooping up on you. You look at it as you got better that day.
Yeah, and then if I got some shit off as I people didn't think I would, like more takedowns and shot, I'm like, oh, I can definitely do this shit.
Yeah. And then the confidence that you get, how important is that as a fighter? How important is it to be confident within the ring?
I think you need it a lot, bro. Because I feel like a lot of these fighters that go on like 3 or 4 fight losing streaks, they get knocked out or they lose to someone that they didn't expect to lose to, and they just lose their confidence. They lose their glow. So like they just start like Izzy, bro. Like I don't think he's bad, bro. I think he just like this is my personal opinion. I think he just like lost his like confidence and his like little glitter. So like. He just, like, even when he in there, Strickland took that from him. So he's like, damn, I did get beat last fight. Or, like, even if you just, like, facing the adversity, like, you start to think, like, damn, I'm not who I was, like, a couple months ago because I did take that loss last time. And then if you just keep racking up them losses, it's just, like, you just lose confidence more and more. But then there's some people that come back from it, though, too.
Right. And now, is that how it go? Because with UFC, you always see that person who riding high, they're on top of the game, and then you see them starting to lose back to back. Even Conor McGregor, you saw his fall from grace. Is that just how it's gonna be? Sooner or later, you're gonna lose in the UFC. Nobody's undefeated other than Coby.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Yeah, for most people. But then there's some people that come back, like Charles Oliveira. He took his loss and then he come back. So I think it just depends on the mindset for real. Yeah, and like how you sit back and think about it and how you want to go about it in the future. Yeah.
And as far as confidence, bro, with your confidence, are you saying, man, I'm gonna knock his ass out? Is that like that's the type of things that you telling yourself?
I wouldn't say like I'm gonna knock him out. Like I want to get a knockout, but I'm just like I don't care whatever happens. I know I could get the dub. Yeah. So it's not like I'm just gonna go in there and do that. Like. It just like, like he could be whooping me all fight and all that stuff, but I have enough confidence in myself that I'm going to find a way to win. I think I learned that from wrestling too, bro. I've been down like 12, 13 points, 14 points. Almost getting tagged to come around and get a pin, but that's just because I'm going to find a way to win. Yeah. So.
Oh, Pops, what's going on? That's the owner of the gym right there. Okay. Yep, that's the owner of the gym. Hey, Moms, how you doing, baby? See, now look, Moms, Pops, why I didn't get that shirt? Yeah, your family, y'all love to hold out on me. Why I didn't get that one? I like that one you gave me. Thank you, Pops. I appreciate that, big dog. They always take care of me. You know what I'm saying? They always.
That's close. That's close.
Oh, yeah, food, all that. Now, fight week, once again, though, bro, with dude, right? Are you how's the atmosphere going to be? Like, when y'all go to weigh-ins, y'all do your face-off, bro, how's it going to be?
Hostile, bro.
Yeah.
All my fights that I had, bro, I ain't never really had no problem with nobody. But I got problems with bro. Yeah. Honestly. Like, first of all, I already had some problem just like, you know how you could just see somebody and you're like, I really don't even like his demeanor or who he is.
That's how I am all the time.
Yeah. I was already feeling that when Coach sent me the dude. Right? And then the homie Bucky fought him and all that stuff. Even though Bucky won, I'm just like, man, I just got to get on, bro. And then once that stuff happened on Facebook and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, he messed up. Like I don't want to shake it. No glove touch, no nothing.
No, none of that.
Don't talk to me. Don't try to none of that.
Yeah,
straight up.
And so like they say don't get upset, but you wouldn't say you upset. It's just you setting the tone. It's
I'm setting the tone. I'm just I feel disrespected.
Okay,
I feel disrespected. Yeah, and he's talking about he gonna take that O for me. All right,
but Unc said that.
Huh? He said he gonna take the O for me. Unc said all that other stuff under the post, like punch like a girl, all this stuff. And everything, like, man, I wish I could show you. I'll show you it.
Yeah, goddamn, because listen.
You want me to try to pull it up?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
it's on Facebook, huh?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
right
go ahead and pull it up, bro.
Man.
Mark, we can't do nothing with that, can we? We can't. No, we can't do nothing with it. And don't even worry about it. He gonna show me anyway. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying, what's my dog? Wyatt Gold.
Wyatt Gold.
Wyatt Gold. Look, no disrespect, because I gotta make sure I get everybody's name right, because I ain't fighting you. I don't want no smoke, because I just get ring to get you.
You don't even gotta say it right.
Hey, look,
bro.
Mark. Motherfucker say you want to fight me, I get ring to get him.
Man, look, hold on. Let me go to that.
Go ahead, go to it, bro. You know what I mean? Cause I'm gonna set something up, Mark. I'm gonna make you look. Sooner or later, we gonna set up some podcast fights, bro. I'm gonna start calling out every podcaster for a fight. You know what I mean? Pull up, goddamn me. Yeah.
Pull up, man. Look, I'm gonna show you.
Mom, see, now I gotta watch my mouth. I know you sitting there, mom. Now I can't. Now I ain't. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so look, this one, bro, liked it, bro. Why go like?
Oh, why are we looking at this trash talk shit you was saying online, bro?
We're on cat. How do I?
Oh, this on. Goddamn me. We made we ain't around the same age.
Let me see.
What if Unc really got them hands, Mark? You know what I mean? Well, come on in, young punk.
Got them hands, bro.
I'm
trying to go to this shit.
Go ahead, take your time, bro, and find that.
Yeah.
And then while you looking for it, bro, outside of him, have there been any fighters, though, that's just duck and wreck from you? When I say duck and wreck, is it any fighters that you've asked to spar, fight, and they are nowhere to be seen?
Yes. I got this David Richardson. He a pro, actually.
Oh, you caught a pro out?
Bro, so story, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
This is my first year at Missouri Valley. I made the national tournament. I was a 5th seed, bro. And I give it to him. He beat me at the national tournament like 1-0. And but it was a takedown that I would call a little iffy. I'm telling coach and them throw the brick. They ain't want to throw the brick. I'm like, it's whatever. But so me and a homie, we made a video. I'm just trolling him. I'm like 5 ways to beat David Richardson, and I'm just trolling him because he don't got the hands or none of that stuff. And he just been ducking me, blocked me on the gram.
He blocked you on the gram?
Blocked me from commenting and stuff like that, and all that stuff. And big buff dude, you know what I'm saying? He a pro now. I think he 2-4, something like that. He got a losing record and all that. But I just want that back from the match and stuff. And so if you're watching this, David Richardson, you're a bitch. Straight up. It's straight up, bro. Straight up. Bro. I got smoke with bro. So honestly, I don't like him. That's one kid I really don't like.
But y'all not in the same weight class, huh?
No, he 185, but I'll go up there and do that to him. Straight up.
Oh, Lord. Hey, man. What you say his name? David Richardson?
David Richardson.
Damn,
yes.
David Richardson. You know what I'm saying? My boy trying to get that with you.
I told him that before I had my first fight.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's get it on. I told him, come down here or I'll go up there. Bro, it's so up there with David Richardson. I'll fight him outside of this.
No, hell no. We fighting for money now, Reem. I told you to let that YN shit go. Reem, I'm trying to get him to transition away from all that. I just don't like, bro. So damn, why is it so hard for me to find this? I don't even really be using Facebook like that, bro. Joe Gold right here. He said, a boxer you're not. You throw punches like a girl that has never been trained, and that's a fact, Jack. You're a bitch as well. That's a fact, Jack. Who do you think he is? That's a fact, Jack.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm gonna be looking for Unc after, bro. And if Uncle want to get it up, we get it up.
No. You just gonna whoop up on nephew.
Yeah, whoop up on nephew. I'm just telling
we just go. Then we gonna get the hell on. I told you about this shit.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
You know what I'm saying? I told you about this shit, bro. Look, that's my job, y'all. As being the.
And there was other stuff you were saying too, but it was just Facebook takes stuff down.
For sure.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, bro, it's like that. So don't shake my hand. Don't do none of that.
Don't do none of that.
Wyatt. Yes.
Wyatt Gold. That's a hell of a white name. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He is white.
Good. I know he is. Good, strong, patriotic name.
Yeah,
Wyatt Gold.
It's like that.
Now look, bro, them fight too.
Nah, they wrestle. They still wrestle in college.
And what, in Missouri Valley?
He was wrestling at Missouri Valley. He's at CMU now, and he wrestled at Missouri
What's
Valley.
What's up, bro? Y'all gonna come get down real quick?
Come on.
Come on, cuz. Don't look. Esai, move this for me real quick, bro. What is it about wrestling, bro, that makes you love it, even though it's so strenuous and hard?
Because I like difficult tasks. I'm a go big or go home type of guy.
Yeah.
So when I go out, I'm looking to do something difficult. I'm looking to excel at something difficult because that's what we really want to do in life. We all want to be great at something. So
that's right.
It's time to be great, so let's go be great. And
that's right.
It's better to be great at something that's hard. Everybody can't wrestle.
That's right.
Nobody can stand in front of another man for 7 minutes and really put your will on somebody else and break him. So.
Well, this motherfucker get me fired up. Goddamn, man, go to the motherfucking gym. Hey, Pop, I ain't talking that shit over there, Pop. Yeah.
That's what I like.
Pop's on the boxing gym out here.
Same thing. Hey, I want to start boxing, so I'm really, I'm gonna
put y'all there. That's the only gym I got y'all, bro.
I'm telling you.
Look, Pops, I got you. I'm gonna segue some shit. You know what I mean?
It's about mindset. I like.
Yeah, we all went to that thing under the bridge too. Yeah, we watched that. Yeah.
Oh, y'all was there.
Yeah, we was there.
Yeah.
That was you.
He always put that together.
Yeah, he.
That's the last one, under the bridge. The last under the bridge we just did. He sparred. Yes, he did. He sparred. Yes, he did.
Nah, we didn't go to this.
Oh, no. So Malachi wasn't at that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling me about him. He said he liked that.
Man, fine. Now, go back to bro real quick, because I ain't had a mic. Well, he didn't have a mic. Excuse me. What is it about wrestling, bro, that you love and keep you going in it?
What it is about wrestling that keeps me going is, like he said, it's difficult, and I can't look for other people to blame while I'm in the game. So I'm in there, I'm wrestling them 7 minutes, and at the end of the day, I can't find nobody else to blame. I used to play football, and that's an 11-man sport.
Yeah.
And when we used to lose in football games, I used to look and who messed up. But in wrestling, when you lose, you can only reflect and look at yourself and self-evaluate and see.
And then I asked, bro, earlier, and Reem, you could expound on it again if you want to, bro, but I want your opinion, bro. As far as us, our people wrestling, right, I always say what would it take, bro, to get all us to wrestle? Because we go play football, we go play basketball, we run track. I feel like we would dominate in a sport like wrestling. What is it going to take to get more of us to go to wrestling, bro?
I think what it is like the singlets, bro. Nobody like
the singlets fucked me up too. That was me in high school.
The singlets, but like now in high school, bro, they got two pieces and shit. Like they do it like jiu-jitsu kind of like. At least in California, they do that. I think it's really the singlets that be throwing the kids off. They be like, yeah, no, that's us.
Yeah. Now, what about you, bro? What do you think? What's keeping our people from wrestling?
I would say growing up, like I said, I was a football player. I tried to get a bunch of my friends to wrestle, but it was the same aspect. They thought it was gay because of the singlets and two men rubbing up on each other. But at the end of the day, it's like, can you go in there in 7 minutes and inflict your will on somebody else? Can you keep that man down and do what you need to do to win that match?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people can't correlate in their brain.
Yeah. Now, what about you, bro? What do you think? What's keeping us from, going into the sport and dominating?
I would say it's like, the mental aspect, people thinking it's gay and this and that. But I came from football too. I was an offensive lineman. I was a bigger guy, actually. I used to be 250. My coach, he decided to, he said, join wrestling. You want to be better at football? Join wrestling. Yeah. I ended up sticking with wrestling. I got a few of my homies to join. And, we out there, we putting BTA, you know? So it's
BTA.
like...
Y'all do make good-ass linebackers. Y'all fucking wrestlers, bro. Y'all do make good linebackers,
I'm telling you, like...
For sure.
It's just like... I do think it's the singlets, but I also do think it's the hard work. Because they used to football, and they used to just eating all day.
Yes, sir.
And just chilling, lifting.
Yep.
But when you come to wrestling, you got a 30-minute warm-up, and y'all running and doing cartwheels and backflips. He like, man, what we doing?
In sweats, by the way. Y'all covered up
in the room like 80 degrees.
You know what I mean?
80 degrees.
Sweating your ass off in there.
Wearing sweatpants and jackets and it's
tucked
hot.
into your socks.
Yeah.
I used to watch you motherfuckers coming to the calf like, boy, them niggas been going through it this morning.
God, it's smoky in the room.
Yeah.
It's hot. They like, oh no, y'all tripping.
And I say I just be wanting us to get into wrestling, bro, because like I just feel like it's athletics, bro, and anything that has to do with athletics, where you gotta be an athlete, we gonna shine at, bro. It just is what it is. What's my dog name? John what? One of the top wrestlers, Olympian. John, started to be John Burroughs.
Jordan Burroughs?
Is that his name? Jordan Burroughs. My bad, brother.
Jordan Burroughs like that. Yeah.
Like you see them type of dudes, and it's like, bro, we could be that,
yeah,
bro. Like
Jordan Burroughs
he
like
ain't
that.
nobody but somebody from the hood. What you got, Pops? Yes. Yeah. I can believe that, Pops. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I swear they do it every time. Every time you ask, they add more.
Yeah.
You be quiet, bro. That's the best.
I couldn't do it.
Bro,
I'm with you,
and especially at Missouri Valley, bro. Like, that's the most I ran, bro. We missed weights one day, bro. This man made us run with the. We took our shirt off and put it through the little hole that you put the bar in. Ran 7 miles with that. I'm like,
oh,
bro, you
hell
serious?
no.
I was about to quit that day. I said, you serious? Hey, he next to us in his truck. And he like, yeah, you know why I'm doing this, right? I want y'all to be. I'm like, bro, stop talking to me, bro.
Stop talking to me, bro. I'm ready to go,
talking
bro.
to me, real talk.
Yeah.
Hey, and then we get back and we still wrestling, bro. And I'm like, bro, what?
That's the whole thing about it. It's mental, physical, and spiritual. Like you have to be
talk that
fully,
talk, Brody.
Yeah, you have to be physically in the game all together, or it's never gonna pay out for you.
And the mental part of it, is that why y'all think most people are gonna quit wrestling though? Just the mental, just trauma that come with having to make weight. You're in this hot ass room, you getting pinned while you hot. I'm telling you, that's what's hard for me with wrestling. Having, like bro said, having a man slam your ass, goddamn me, all day. It's like, hey man, hold on, bro. You ain't gonna keep on slamming me, bro. Like, what can you do? You know what I mean?
Don't run into one of them kids that got real good cardio that's mat returning you and just doing all that. Like, you literally will lead a mat and you'll be like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, like, bro, you'll cry, like dead ass. You'll cry. I had matches in college where, and I'm like, what? And then you're just like, bro, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. You're just like, it's
now
crazy.
what's training like though? Because you win something, you lose something. What's training like after a loss though?
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's really hard, bro.
You try to really critique and perfect where you went wrong in that match and try to get better. And it's like even if you do put in all the work to get better, you still might not get to where you want to be.
Yeah. I just seen kids be at school that ain't even went to like a conference tournament, bro, and they grinding. I'm talking about everyday grinding. I'm talking about more than the national champs, and it's just like, damn, I feel so bad for him because he's like putting in work, but it's just like that.
Now, hold on. Hey, Mark, how we doing, baby? Good. So look, fellas, I'm gonna start with you, Ring, just for the youth, because I truly want us to get into wrestling. I want us, because like y'all was saying, y'all telling the absolute truth. Yeah. Even me, bro, I didn't get into wrestling in high school because of the singlets. And it was that one position, bro, y'all gotta do where y'all gotta get on all fours.
But that's the toughest, bro. That's the toughest.
That's like immaturely though. You know what I'm saying? We was immature, we kids, bro. I used to see that and be like, man, hell no, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't finna get on all fours, let a nigga behind me.
Yeah.
But that's immature thinking though.
Yeah, until you get a young nigga from the hood and then you got one of these kids running the armbar on you or something like that, and they're like, oh, this shit real.
Because where I see it the most, I'm gonna be honest with you, where I see a lot of black wrestlers at is Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
They got a lot of black wrestlers up. That's kind of their thing, what they do. You know, Bud and all them.
Yeah, he wrestled too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they got a lot down there. We got a lot in Cali too.
Okay, so wrestling's a big deal in Cali.
Yeah, but it's really a lot of Hispanics for real. A lot of Hispanics, they run Cali wrestling for real. Like Selma and all that shit up that way.
Now that's all Northern California.
That's like Southern California. Yeah. But like in Fresno and all that shit, they are towards Southern California, LA area.
I tell you what, y'all better keep your ass away from these Midwestern farm boys. That's what you keep you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the Cali wrestlers. Man, you don't want to run into one of these farm, corn-fed white boys from Farmington, Missouri, who been, lifting cattle and moving, sheep
I ain't gonna lie.
I've
been doing country boys like.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I've been doing them boys.
See, them be our best.
But we had some good kids on our team from Farmington and all these Midwest, Odessa and all that. But besides kids on my team, I've been putting BTA to them boys.
Yeah, I mean, what it come down to is the mindset.
Yeah.
It's like, who's in front of you? So when y'all both clash heads, who's gonna stop?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. They could be a farm boy, but
Gave me that one.
Yeah.
You could be a farm boy, but I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
I ain't going for nothing.
I ain't going for none of that shit. And that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I feel like more of us should get into wrestling, bro.
I think so too.
We already have the mindset. You know what I mean? We already got that kill or be killed mindset, or go through adversity mindset.
Yeah,
it would translate perfect to wrestling, bro. We gotta get past all that.
Yeah, I think a lot of kids should start doing that for sure, especially kids from the hood, bro.
Yes.
I feel like, man, bro, that shit saved my life for real.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Now let's go there, bro. I'm glad you went there. My life. Wrestling saved your life. Break that down,
Yeah, I feel like if I didn't wrestle, man, I'd be just back home probably doing some wild shit, doing some crazy shit. You know how it be. You just get sunk into a life that you don't even really need to be doing or want to be doing, but it's just like that's just what's around you and stuff. But yeah, wrestling gave me like a scholarship to college. I met hella friends, met hella people.
Yep.
And like shit, I feel like I wouldn't be doing this today if I didn't come out here and wrestle for real. Honestly.
Now let me go to you, bro. What has wrestling done for you?
For me, I would say like growing up, I was a football player, but it came down to a decision. Like I knew I wasn't getting any taller and any bigger.
Say that, bro.
I knew in wrestling that didn't matter. So once I took that scholarship that I got and really went out to the Midwest, I met Reem my very first year, and we kicked it off, and damn near my best friend throughout out.
Yeah.
It really just showed me there's bigger things in life than just the hood and robbing and smoking weed and doing things as such.
Yeah. Now, what about you, bro? What has wrestling done for you, Brody?
Wrestling for me, I came from a more positive background.
Yes, sir.
I come from I come from a good neighborhood. I come from good grounding.
Yeah.
So wrestling for me was more of a spiritual experience.
Yes, sir.
It helped me expand my mind to know that when I want to do something or when I have to do something, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I would say it helped me spiritually. It helped me find something that's bigger than myself.
Yeah.
It helped me search, because when you take those losses, you gotta go back and you gotta go evaluate yourself.
Yeah.
And you really gotta evaluate yourself mentally, not really all the way physically, because wrestling is really 90% mental, 10% physical.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta really have that mindset of I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna do you that.
Yeah.
And if you ain't got that mindset, you ain't gonna do nobody that.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta be able to change that mindset and really be able to attack
Yeah.
And so for me personally, it changed my life, definitely physically, but it definitely changed my life more spiritually than I would say that for sure.
And I'm gonna tell you what, bro. Y'all be your kind of athletes are the ones that frustrate me, bro. The motherfuckers who come from good backgrounds and good grounding, but a fucking dog. I can't stand, that should do a Sanders type motherfucker. Motherfucker come from a good background, but working your ass out there. You don't give a fuck about none of that good shit. Like, I'm finna get out here and do what he say. I'm gonna do your ass in. I don't give a fuck where you come from. And that's why I love sports, bro. Because all the society, the narratives, all that shit get pushed to the wayside when you step onto that mat, step onto that court, step onto that field. Right. That sport, that game, don't care where you from.
It's whoever who wanted more.
Who wanted more. And that goes to show, man, you get a suburban kid who a dog, and it's like, I ain't grow up in the projects, but I'm gonna fuck you up out here. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Facts. That's why I love sports, bro, because it brings everybody from different worlds into a level playing field, and you find out who wanted more.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Break that man wheel. That's why. And everything y'all been saying, bro, that's why I love football growing up. Right? We got 45 minutes to an hour, bro. I'm finna beat your ass in here, bro. You know what I mean? It's all day, all night. Y'all, unfortunately for y'all, got 7 minutes of hell. Yeah. We got halftime and quarter break, goddamn me, timeout. Y'all
that 7 minutes feel like a year, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. that first period be hitting. I ain't gonna lie.
Because it's 3, right?
Yeah, 3 minutes. That first period be hitting. You be like, man, this shit over here.
Man, look, matter of fact, I got one more question I want to ask y'all, bro. What is it like, though, being tired, knowing you still got more of the match to go, bro? What is that like? Take us there, bro. You tired as hell, and you know you got one more period, goddamn me. What is that like?
I ain't gonna lie. In my mind, I just be telling myself, you don't freak yourself out. Okay. Like, don't stress yourself out. Just breathe and just keep pushing because the more you stress yourself out, the worse it's gonna get.
Yeah.
So just breathe. Just
breathe.
Just breathe. I just breathe. I look at my coach. I'm just breathing. He talking to me. I'm like, whatever you need me to do. Like, honestly, when you get to that end point, to like that third period, you're not really thinking. It's really your coach wrestling for you. Especially when I was in high school. Most of the matches I won, my coach won those matches for me. I've never won those matches.
Okay.
He would literally be in my corner, like on his knees, screaming, like, do this. Like, grab him, do this. I'm like, and I'm just, whatever he's saying, I'm doing it. Because like, I can't think. I'm just so tired. I can't think. I'm just doing it. He really winning the matches for me. So, and that's another thing about these kids coming to these programs is about coaching. If you got a good coach, you're gonna be a great athlete.
Talk that talk, bro.
You're gonna be a great athlete. It's really about them coaches.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Boves.
That's right. Shout out to him. That's right.
Hey,
that's a real coach.
Coach Marcos is the coach now.
That's a real coach.
That's right.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Now, have you had a moment, Brody, where you was tired as hell, bro? You just had to fight through it, bro. Push on. Give some advice to the youth about what to do when you're tired in a match, bro.
I would say when you tired in a match, like me, before I go out there, I always have a friend that comes up to me and be like, Nev, you're an effing maniac.
Okay,
you know what I mean? So he puts me in that zone. Mm-hmm. And then when I go out there and I'm tired and I get in that zone, like I want to give up, I always remember that my mind gonna give up before my body do.
Okay, that's right.
So therefore, you gotta push yourself past them limits. When you get in the dark, are you gonna embrace it or are you gonna shy away from it?
Yeah.
When you get in that light, are you gonna embrace the light or are you gonna run away from it?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I look at it as.
Yeah. Now, Ring, what about you, big dog? You know what I mean? You get tired because you fighting now, but you know wrestled back in the day. What is it like for you when you get tired, bro? Like, what are you telling yourself?
Man, I personally like live for that shit. So like that shit just I like deep waters,
Okay, yes, sir.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I like this. But like it's really just like keeping composed. Like I know a lot of kids, they'll be like tired and they'll just shoot a half-ass shot and then it'll just be like, damn. Like, all right, you just gave up on yourself. But if you shoot that good shot and then you fight through it and shit, that's when you get to get up and celebrate it. Especially like overtime. Get up, celebrate, go crazy because you be like, damn, I just did that shit.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. But like, so I've never been one of them, which it happens though. Like, you get tired as hell and then you just shoot that half-ass shot. But like once you learn and you get older, especially because they're young right now, so wrestling. Once you get to like that junior, senior year and you realize like, all right, damn, you just got to live through that shit. You'll be fine. So yeah, I like it personally.
That's the fuck I'm talking about. Now look, bro, fight week, about Saturday, June 21st, you versus Wyatt Gold.
Wyatt. I hate Wyatt.
What you predicting, bro? Like, what? Because I got my ticket in my pocket. John's gonna be in the building. You know, I'm part of the fight scene out here in KC, baby. You know what I mean? I be in places where people get their ass kicked at.
Yeah.
What can we be expecting, Brody?
Bro, this may sound mean, but I want this to be my first fight that I would make somebody leave on a stretcher.
This
And
motherfucker
I'm being
was-
real, though. I'm
Yeah,
being
I hear
real.
that,
I'm
brother.
being real. I don't like Wyatt.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Uh-huh.
But I need a finish.
Yes, sir.
So the stretcher can be from he didn't want to tap,
Uh-huh.
or maybe because I went to the boxing gym and I learned some nice little combos.
Yeah.
Put him down there. Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
yeah.
But you expecting fireworks, though, nonetheless.
fireworks nonetheless. I don't want to see the third. I don't want
yes,
to see
sir.
the third. Yeah, I want to put them away.
Uh-huh.
Because I want them. I need a belt. So I want
Yes.
them. I want them to give me a belt shot. I want them to be like, whoa, let's give him a belt shot tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And then, granted, now let me ask you this: in MMA, knockouts matter because in boxing, the more knockouts you get, the more notoriety. Is it the same way?
Just
or is it
finishes.
You gotta get finishes.
And I got one finish right now.
Yeah.
And it was because he went like that.
Yeah.
wasn't
But you could have
mentally
finished
there.
that. What's the black dude? The last dude you fought?
Oh, the Means dude.
You coulda
Krayshawn
finished him,
Means.
though,
I could have
brother.
finished him. Yeah, that was me being
You was
like
feeling yourself on that one.
Yeah, I was conservative too.
Yeah.
I didn't throw more. That's why we've been working on throwing more and more combos and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I got a different feel with this Wyatt fight.
Okay.
For some reason,
You feeling different?
yeah, I'm feeling different. I'm not. I need a finish. I've been telling them boys that at the gym all last.
That you need
past
to
month.
finish.
I need a finish.
Oh, I can't.
I'm not gonna look for the finish, but I'm going to get a finish. I feel like when you look for a finish, you get finished.
So is that advice you would give to a fighter that's just starting out? Don't look for
Yeah,
the
don't
finish?
rush it. Don't rush it because
Okay.
I feel like that's where you start opening up. But this time I'm looking for a finish. for
I
sure.
heard that. Now, hold on real quick. Hey, Pops and Esai, I don't mean to interrupt y'all wisdom. You know, you're having a father in some moment. Hey, Pops, so the fight officially got announced, Canelo versus Crawford. Anything you do where, some tickets may slide your way, anything, come talk to your son and, your adopted son, man. Come holler at me, dog. You know what I mean? Bruh, come on, bro. Don't
there too,
do
though.
that.
I'm
Don't do
going.
that, bro. So look, see now my daughter got me happy. Let's get this motherfucking interview over with. You know what I'm saying? My dog
Yeah.
sat out with Reem, bro. Any last matter of fact, I'm gonna do it this way, and I've been doing this as of late. My last few
Yeah.
episodes. If you could give any matter of fact, I'm gonna say you last, big dog. I'm gonna go down the line. We're gonna end the show this way. Give my dog the mic on the end, bro. If you could give any advice to the world, right? And I know that's a tough question because I know us as humans, we got a lot of shit in our head. If you could leave the world with any piece of advice, bro, what would you leave them with?
I leave the world with this, especially for my black men out there.
Uh-huh.
Y'all walk through life righteously. Y'all walk through life spiritually. And y'all aim to be better than the last person who was behind you. Y'all break those chains.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you we can do better in this world. And y'all need to see that for yourself. And y'all need to stop letting people control y'all.
Yeah.
Because we more powerful than what you think we are. And it shows. It shows every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every place you look, we at the top.
That's right.
And they kick us and they try to put us at the bottom. But we always come to the top. So take that energy.
Yeah.
Stop shooting and killing each other.
That's right.
And take that energy and put it to something positive. Go make some money. Go make a happy family.
Uh-huh.
Be a father. Be a mother.
Yeah.
Do good.
That's right.
Good.
And keep God in your life.
Fuck, nigga, goddamn. Hey, Mark, hit the bomb for me one time. I know we got one of them over the claps. One of the two guys. They should have ended it on that one. God damn. That's a hard one to follow up, brother, because bro just gave a sermon that the whole community need to hear.
Yeah,
What
for
you got,
real.
bro? Any piece of advice that you could leave to the world, to the youth, what would you give, bro?
My advice would be try and be perfect in every aspect of your life.
Yes,
when
sir.
you wake up, make your bed. When you eat, wash your dishes
Yes,
after.
sir.
Everything plays a role in your future.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, what I learned from a wise black man in a restroom at a tournament was kill or be killed.
Yes, sir.
We want to see who is going to execute and who is going to do what they're supposed to do to make it out on top.
Uh-huh. That's right. My dog. See, bro, they want these young motherfuckers giving advice, boy. They be saying a lot about y'all YNs, boy. Well, they putting on a good show. Because you done graduated, Ring.
Yeah.
You're 25 now, so you kind of you retired
not
from. No,
it's
you definitely not unk yet,
I'm
bro.
not unk,
No. You big bro era.
Yeah, big bro. Yeah,
You and
big
me in
bro.
the same one.
Yeah,
25 to 30 is big
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Big
Then-
bro.
Yeah, that's big bro. And then 30 to 35, that's still kind of big bro.
You get Unc status.
Unc is 35 and up.
Okay, yeah, I'm far from that. Yeah.
35.
Look, we try to push the number up a little bit more. No, because listen, one of the little homies at work be calling me Unc all the time. I be like, hey, bro, first of all, hold the fuck on, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, he right, because little bro 18, and I got a nephew that's 15, so it's like, it makes sense. Now, Reem, let me let you end the show, bro.
Yeah.
If you could give any piece of advice to the world, bro, what would it be?
Man, I just want everybody to love one another. Even if you hate somebody, bro, y'all don't gotta make it violent or anything. Just keep it pushing. You don't gotta communicate with that person.
Yeah.
But I just hate seeing all these like murders and all this stuff. Especially shit we in KC right now. It's be a lot of shit going on. Sure. I feel like it ain't even worth it. Like,
oh, definitely.
And you just throwing your life away, bro. Like,
yeah.
I love my life. I feel like everybody should love their life. So just don't throw it away. Honestly.
You know what I'm saying? Message for my young niggas up in this motherfucker. Goddamn, I got wisdom in the building. Now, look, it's been another amazing episode. I have my dog Reem in the building. Like I said before, the episode comes out. This is Monday when y'all gonna be catching it. Shout out to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day, yep.
You know what I'm saying? All the pappies out there. You know, hey, Pops, y'all cooking? Nah, it was supposed to rain, huh? I live around the corner. I'll be there. It's been another amazing episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Tap in with my dog Reem. Hit him on his Instagram. It'll be on the screen. You ain't got to go look for it. Hit him up for the tickets. Goddamn, it's Monday. You still got time. Fight it until Saturday. Get with my dog. Get his merch. You feel what I'm saying? Get everything. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, man. If you a player, bring you a little fine little yuppie to the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
yeah, that's what I said. Bring you a fine little joint to the fight. And if you don't bring a female with you, get the fellas. Have a big old little pregame, because I'm going to come here before I go. You know what I mean? Because it's right up the street, ain't it?
Yeah, it's at Memorial
Hall.
Yep.
So I'm probably going to come here first, get liquored up, so I can yell at Unc, you know what I mean, wide open, you know what I mean, so I can yell at him across the ring. Boy, fuck you. No, fuck you. No, fuck you, boy.
Fuck you, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Now, this has been I-70 Podcast. Like, subscribe, share, and we out.